Upbeat, adventurous music starts, and then fades to the background. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a classic tale of brains over brawn, a story where the smallest hero with the biggest mind saves the day. Get ready for an adventure in the magical Smurf village, where a crisis is brewing that threatens their very survival. Scene shifts to an idyllic Smurf village, then cuts to an empty, echoing Smurf pantry. Deep in the enchanted forest, nestled among mushroom houses, life for our little blue friends is usually peaceful and full of Smurfy joy, but not today. A shadow has fallen over the village. Papa Smurf, with a worried look on his face, has just made a grim discovery. Their winter food stores, all the Smurf berries, nuts, and grains they worked so hard to gather, have vanished. Every single shelf is bare. Panic begins to spread like wildfire. Winter is just around the corner, and without their food the Smurfs face a long, hungry season. Close up on Brainy Smurf, looking thoughtful amidst the chaos. While most Smurfs are running around in a tizzy, one Smurf stands apart from the chaos. It's Brainy Smurf, the village intellectual, often teased for his know-it-all attitude and endless stream of quotes. But today, his glasses aren't just for show. As he examines the empty storeroom, he notices something everyone else missed: a single, large, muddy footprint near the door, and a faint, foul smell lingering in the air. A smell he knows all too well. It's the unmistakable stench of Gargamel and his cat Azrael. Cut to Gargamel's dark, dingy hovel, and he's right. Miles away, in a decrepit hovel, the evil wizard Gargamel is cackling with glee. He's finally done it. He hasn't captured a Smurf, but he's done the next best thing. He's stolen all their food, piling it high in his dungeon. His wicked plan is simple: starve the Smurfs out of their village. He imagines them, weak and desperate, walking right into his traps. "Soon, my little blue morsels," he sneers to Azrael, "you'll be begging for my help, and then you'll be mine." Back in the Smurf village, Brainy addresses the worried crowd. Back in the village, Brainy calls an emergency meeting. "My fellow Smurfs," he announces, pushing his glasses up his nose. "As I always say, a problem well stated is a problem half solved." The evidence clearly points to Gargamel. Some Smurfs grumble, doubting they can take on the fearsome wizard. Hefty Smurf flexes his muscles, ready for a fight, but Brainy shakes his head. Fighting him head-on is what he expects, Brainy explains. "We must out-Smurf him. We need a plan that uses our greatest strength, our minds." Montage of Brainy explaining his plan with blueprints and diagrams. Brainy unrolls a series of complex-looking blueprints. His plan is ingenious and has multiple phases. First, they need a diversion. He asks Farmer Smurf and a few others to create a trail of fake, brightly colored Smurf berries, leading away from the village in the opposite direction of Gargamel's hovel. This will keep the wizard busy and distracted, thinking he's found a new secret patch. While Gargamel is on a wild goose chase, the main team will execute the second part of the plan. Scene shows Smurfs working together, building small contraptions. The second phase is where the real genius comes in. Under Brainy's direction, Handy Smurf and his team get to work, building a series of small, clever contraptions. They construct tiny catapults, pulley systems, and automated noisemakers. The goal isn't to fight Gargamel directly, but to create a symphony of chaos inside his own home, making him believe his hovel is haunted or falling apart. Brainy knows Gargamel is not just evil, but also superstitious and easily frightened. Gargamel is shown following the fake berry trail, getting frustrated. Just as Brainy predicted, Gargamel and Azrael stumble upon the fake Smurf berry trail. "Aha, Azrael! A secret stash!" he exclaims, greedily gathering the brightly colored berries. But as he follows the trail deeper and deeper into the forest, he finds nothing but more fake berries, leading him in circles. His initial excitement turns to frustration and rage. "It's a trick," he bellows, stomping his feet. "A Smurfy trick." The heist team of Smurfs sneak towards Gargamel's hovel. While Gargamel is fuming miles away, Brainy, Hefty, and a small, stealthy team arrive at the wizard's hovel. The air is thick with tension. They creep to the windows, peering into the dungeon where their stolen food is piled high. It's time to put Operation Smurf-tastic Freedom into action. Hefty wants to just break the door down, but Brainy holds him back. Patience, Hefty Smurf, he whispers. A frontal assault is foolhardy. We must be smurgical. Smurfs deploy their gadgets, creating chaos inside the hovel. With a signal from Brainy, the team deploys their gadgets. The noisemakers, hidden in the chimney and under the floorboards, begin to rattle, groan, and wail. Tiny catapults launch pebbles against the window panes, making tapping sounds. A pulley system makes a sheet dance in the air like a ghost. Inside, Azrael's fur stands on end, and he hisses, hiding under the table. The Smurfs are turning Gargamel's own home against him. Gargamel returns home to the haunting, becoming terrified. A furious and exhausted Gargamel finally returns home, only to be met with a terrifying cacophony. The house is groaning, things are rattling, and eerie shadows dance on the walls. What in blazes is that? He shrieks. He sees the ghost and jumps back in terror. Spirits, the hovel is haunted. He cries, his evil confidence completely shattered. He runs around in a panic, tripping over his own feet, convinced that powerful ghosts have come to punish him for his wickedness. The Smurfs use the distraction to retrieve their food. This is the moment Brainy was waiting for. While Gargamel is screaming at imaginary ghosts, Hefty and the team quickly and quietly break the lock on the dungeon. They form a long Smurf chain, passing bags of Smurf berries, nuts, and grains out the window and down to the ground. It's a masterpiece of teamwork and efficiency. They work in perfect silence, a stark contrast to the chaos they've created inside. In minutes, their entire winter supply is rescued. The Smurfs make their escape as Gargamel figures it out too late. With the last bag of food secured, the Smurfs make a hasty retreat. Just then, Gargamel, in his panic, trips over one of Handy's tiny gadgets. He picks it up, inspects it, and a horrifying realization dawns on him. Smurfs! He roars, his fear instantly replaced by fury. This is Smurf work! He rushes to the dungeon to find it empty, then runs outside just in time to see the last little blue tail disappear into the forest. He's been outsmarted, and he knows it. Celebration back in the Smurf village. Brainy is hailed as a hero. Back in the Smurf village, there's a huge celebration. The storeroom is full again, and winter is no longer a threat. Papa Smurf places a proud hand on Brainy's shoulder. Brainy, he says, today you have proven that the sharpest mind is more powerful than the strongest fist. You have saved us all. The other Smurfs, who once teased him, now lift him onto their shoulders, cheering his name. For the first time, Brainy doesn't need to quote anyone. His actions have spoken for themselves. He smiles, a true hero who saved his family not with muscle, but with intelligence and a perfectly executed plan. Outro music begins to swell, and that adds the story of how Brainy Smurf proved that you don't have to be the biggest or the strongest to make the biggest difference. A little bit of clever thinking can solve even the most gigantic problems. What did you think of Brainy's plan? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching with me today. If you enjoyed this Smurf-tastic adventure, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell so you never miss another story. Until next time, stay curious and keep thinking. Bye for now.